Here I am still in the Emerald Isle. I have now left Dublin and I am in Cork. Now I've stayed in Cork a few times, and one of the reviews I did quite recently was a hotel called the Isaac. You can check it out on this channel, which had a waterfall in it. Sadly I couldn't get into that particular hotel as it was full, so I'm in one just a few doors down the street. So come and have a look at this hotel. Hi, it's Craig and welcome back to Craig's Life and welcome back to Cork. So I am in the Victoria quarter of Cork. Today is the 16th of August 2024. As I've just said in the introduction, I stayed here back end of last year in a hotel called the Isaac, which had a waterfall in it. This is the Rezz Hotel, R-E-Z and small z, so it's capital R, capital E, capital Z, and then a little z. The Z's to indicate that you can get plenty of Z's here and get a good night's sleep. So this particular hotel has cost me £310 for the 3 nights that I'm here. I've stayed here 2 nights already, so the room isn't perfect, but let's have a look and see what you think. Before I show you the room, normally what I do when I turn the camera around and look the other way, I zoom out and I have a super wide angle zoom. So what you see is actually not quite what I am seeing. What I've done here is I haven't zoomed out. So hopefully what you're about to see is actually more the real size of the room. And you'll see why in just a second. This is the room. There are 3 sizes of rooms here. There's a teeny, a tiny, and a just right. This is a just right room. Okay, so you can see the duvet's a bit higgledy-piggledy there. I've just thrown it on. It was actually folded up on the bed when I came in. To the left, we have the door here to the bathroom and a radiator. Okay, so I'm now going to zoom out a little bit so you can see it a little bit clearer. Here we've just got a hanging rack. I've got storage under there, and if I turn to, yes, we are essentially in a concrete box. So what you've got is you've just got a standard bed here with a mattress which is actually on a wooden board. So if I just lift that up, it's just literally on a wooden board. It's not the thickest of mattresses, it's also a bit hard, it's not particularly comfortable. I don't find the pillows very comfortable either, they hurt my neck. Power sockets here, twin power sockets, both with USB, and we have a couple of reading lights. That's my mini fan there, and I've balanced it onto the cradle that I use to mount my mobile phone into the hire car. So it points directly at my head. There is no fan, there is no AC in this room. It is absolutely roasting, even with that window open. I am in a concrete box. And if we just come backwards and open the door to the bathroom's actually quite functional. So you've got a toilet, a small basin here, a mirror, and then you've got a walk-in shower cubicle with a rainfall head. It's all clean, it's all quite clean, but it's all a little bit echoey because there's no soft furnishings in the entire room. The water doesn't drain particularly well in that shower either, unfortunately. So that's basically the room. There is not much else to it. This is it. This is a just right room. And a colleague of mine, who is also a regular follower of this channel, hi Scott, I told him I was staying here. He came down here and said, yeah, see what you think of this hotel. And he wasn't impressed either. And I'm not impressed, really. It has what you need, but I've stayed in compact hotels before and they give you a bit more of an air of quality of this. When you're in a concrete box like that, which is just left unpainted, it's a little echoey. It's a nice industrial style, but it's blooming hot in here. It really is very hot, and that window will not open any further. What else do you get in this hotel? Well, there is a bar downstairs called The Mix, which actually doesn't look too bad. It's similar sort of industrial feel to it. It's got quite a decent selection of beers. You'll notice there's no tea and coffee making facilities in this room, but if you look just outside of the lift and you look at all the lift numbers, you do find that on certain floors you've got a little room where you can go and make yourself something to eat. There's a microwave, you can get some tea and coffee, there's some washers in there, and they're on alternate floors. So you've got facilities there. They do a grab and go breakfast, so basically I haven't actually seen it, but it's basically pastries, drinks, probably fresh fruit, and it's €7.50 for that. And that's basically it. So as far as this hotel is concerned, I think it's aimed at younger travellers, or it's aimed at someone who basically just wants a cheap night away if you're visiting or if you're out for the nightlife. For a business traveller as me, it's not ideal. You can see I'm sweating because that's just how warm it actually is in this room. So as far as this hotel's concerned, I would give it a 5 out of 5 when you look at the funkiness and the idea and the concept. But overall for the hotel, 1, would I stay here again? And 2, what score am I going to give it? I'm only going to give it a 2 out of 5. And no, I don't think I would stay here again, simply because it's so hot in here. Okay, we are in the summer now, but it's not roasting out there at the moment. It's only about 20 odd degrees. So it's not as though we're in the height of summer. If it was really, really hot out there right now, this would be absolutely horrendous in here. They need some kind of air conditioning. You need a fan mounted on the wall behind my head there to keep this room a little bit cooler. It's just not practical. I like the concept. I like the fact that you've got a small building. You want to maximize the amount of hotel rooms you can get into it. That concept is fine. It's quite funky. It's quite fresh. I quite like that idea. But at least make it livable in here. And unfortunately for that, that really lets this hotel down for me. And I know my colleague Scott, I know you were stayed here before me. I completely agree with you. It's not a comfy bed. I slept shocking last night on that bed. 1, because it wasn't comfortable. 2, because the pillows weren't comfortable and they hurt my neck. And 3, as I've already said, it's so hot in here and it's not even a hot day out there. So this is the Rezz Hotel in Cork. For some of you, this might be absolutely spot on. I think the only thing that would be more basic than this would be a hostel or something with a shared bathroom or bunk beds. And perhaps for me, this isn't the right hotel for me. However, hotels in Cork generally are quite expensive anyway, and this was the only one that was available for me at a relatively short notice. I didn't really have a huge amount of choice. So this is the Rezz Hotel in the Victorian Quarter in Cork. So there you are. Shame about that, but never mind. Live and learn, eh? Anyway, I look forward to seeing you again right here on Craig's Life. Bye!